Hello and welcome to the third leg of my ride to visit the three highest pubs in Britain. So I've already visited the highest pub in Scotland, which is the Wanlockhead Inn, and then yesterday I visited the highest pub in England, which is the Tanhill Inn. And so I spent last night in Prestatyn in North Wales. Lovely hotel, I have to say, right on the beach there on the seafront. And today I'm setting off to visit the highest pub in Wales, which is the Sportsman's Arms. Now that's actually not very far from where I am at the moment. It's only about a 25-mile ride, and it is at the moment, what time it is? It's just coming up to about 9 o'clock, so I should be there soon. So having left Prestatyn, I'm now heading into Welsh Wales. I'm heading into deepest, darkest Wales now, heading basically due south. I'm going to go through St Asaph and then cut down quite near Denby. I'm not actually going to go through Denby. And then I need to pick up it's the A543. And the Sportsman's Arms is on that road. It's actually not too far. I'm probably only about 15 miles away, so should be there quite soon. And then for the rest of the day I'm going to head back, a nice sort of loop round through North Wales and head into Derbyshire, the Derbyshire Lake District. First fuel stop of the day. Can't remember how many I've had now, but done quite a few miles so far on this trip. Anyway, filling up again and then we're off. Right, we're getting quite close now to the Sportsman's Arms. My map's showing that it's just up the road from here. Nice little lake here. And then there should be a junction off to my left. And then it's just up the hill. So it's only about... time is it? Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I think that's it ahead. I can see it just on the hillside up there. I've never been up here before, so this is a first. Unfortunately, with it being so early in the morning, they're not going to be open, are they? So I'll just have to do my photograph outside. It's quite windy up here. Here we are. Excellent. Right, let's pull in for the obligatory photograph. Oh, I'll pull in right in front of that phone box. So here we are. This is pub number 3. This is the highest pub in Wales. So I've now visited the 3 highest pubs in Britain. The highest pub in Scotland, the highest pub in England, and the highest pub in Wales. Have a little look round here and then head off for a little bit of a ride round North Wales and then cross in back over into Derbyshire. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so the place is all shut up at the moment, unfortunately, so I can't go in. Beautiful location is this. Beautiful location. Look at that view. And the trusty Triumph is going very nicely. Very happy with this bike. Yeah, definitely works well as a tourer like this. Great fun. Right, we're off again. So I've visited all 3 pubs now, so from here it's really just about getting home again. But I've got a couple more days of lovely riding lined up ahead of me. So I'm heading down further south now, deeper into Wales. I'm going to explore some roads around North Wales that I've not been before. So yeah, looking forward to some nice riding today. Then I'm cutting across into Derbyshire, and I've got a nice route planned up through Derbyshire as well. So let's see how the day pans out. Wow, what a fantastic view. This is a glorious road. Really beautiful. Yeah, and the weather's brightening up, as you can see. More and more blue skies. It's forecast to be warmer this afternoon. Really enjoying this ride. You know, it's getting quite warm now. It's amazing how the weather's warmed up over the last couple of days. It was quite cold and dull when I set off to Scotland, so as you can see, I've got my big rucker jacket on, but got the vents open and it's very comfortable. Got my visor up to get a bit more fresh air in, and got my sun visor down, so yeah, I got all the vents open on my jacket. It's turning into a cracking day, this, and I'm looking forward to some great riding now through the Peak District. I've crossed over from Wales back into England now, and I'm in Shropshire, and I've found myself some beautiful quiet little back roads here. Isn't this just gorgeous on here? And again, once again, a complete change in the scenery here. This is really nice, beautiful. But as you can see, today's really warmed up, and you can tell it's spring. There's so many flies, particularly driving between these hedges and these trees. I'm getting splattered with flies everywhere. I'm going to have to stop for I think soon, just to clean my visor. But I'm really enjoying this riding. It's beautiful. Oh, well, I've just pulled over for a bit of a breather. I've just crossed the M6, so I'm heading into Derbyshire now, into the Peak District. So I thought it was time for a little leg stretch, and also need to clean some dead flies off my visor. So I've crossed the M6 now, and a brief little run through Cheshire, just passing to the north of Congleton and into Derbyshire. So I'm now in Derbyshire and crossing over the well, this is a pass over the fells here towards Buxton, which is a lovely little place in Derbyshire. Then from Buxton I'm going to take the Snake Pass, it's called Snake Pass, which is a lovely pass which takes me right into the heart of Derbyshire. So, onwards again, yet again, lovely riding on this road, and you know, considering that we're right in the middle of the bank holiday weekend, this is still pretty quiet riding. I'm up on the tops now and passing quite a few more bikes. This is another very popular motorcycling route round here. Yeah, this is a lovely pass. This, just another glorious road across the moors. What fantastic riding this is. Beautiful. And look at those wonderful blue skies. Just stopped at this little place called Burbage, just outside Buxton. Found this little village store for a sandwich, and I'm going to sit on one of those benches. So now I'm just skirting round the outskirts of Buxton here. It's you know, it being bank holiday, Buxton's teeming, really busy. So I've sort of skirted around the outside because I've got no need to stop in the town. And I'm heading north now. So now I'm heading up towards Glossop, where I'll pick up Snake Pass, which takes me over to Lady Bower Reservoir. And another fuel stop. How many has this been? I've lost count. I don't know. Who cares? Okay. Oh, well, a bit of a change of plan, sadly, and a bit of a diversion. I'm in Glossop, and I'm just sort of finding my way up round some back roads to come out of the Glossop to the north. I'm very sorry to say that Snake Pass was closed because a motorcyclist has come off and been killed on the road there. You know, I said it's a very popular road, and unfortunately, you know, some people go a bit mad on there. So yeah, bank holidays turned out tragically for somebody. Very sad news. So I'm going to take an alternative route once I find my way out of Glossop here. So, a quick change of route. I'm heading north out of Glossop now, up towards Woodhead, the Woodhead Reservoir, and then I'll cut across Home Moss. I have to say this is an equally attractive route, and this is a road I've travelled many times because it takes me over Home Moss down to Holmfirth and then on to Huddersfield, where I used to live. It's just rather sorry the circumstances of me having to take this route. You know, it always makes you feel awful when you hear that somebody's been killed just out enjoying a bank holiday ride with their friends. I mean, I don't know the circumstances, but yeah. Anyway, very sad, as I say. But on to Woodhead. So this is Home Moss at the head of the Home Valley. And you can see the radio mast at the top there. It's a very well-known landmark, this part of the world. And this is a road I used to travel a lot, but I've not been up here for quite a while, so it's nice revisiting. When I was a child, my brother and I, we used to come up here. My dad used to bring us up here sledging, because when there was snow, you could always guarantee that it would stay up here on the top of the moss. And so, yeah, had some very happy times as a child sledging up here. But anyway, I'm going to drop down the other side to Holmfirth, and then I'm going to stay the night in Holmfirth, which is where they recorded Last of the Summer Wine, which is, I think, Britain's longest running sitcom. Yeah, I used to enjoy that many years ago. I've just stopped to take in that view. This is the exact spot where I used to come sledging as a child, and you can see down the Home Valley towards this Huddersfield in the distance there. I can see Emley Moor. This is where I grew up. Lovely part of the world. So just dropping into Holmfirth now, and this is where I'm going to spend this evening. Lovely. So I'm in Holmfirth. I just very quickly wanted to show you this place. This is Sid's Cafe, which was one of the popular locations in the sitcom Last of the Summer Wine. We used to hang out. So it's closed now. Fortunately, it's I don't know, about 6:30 now, and so it's closed. But yeah, it's a lovely little place, this Holmfirth. I'm gonna have a wander around before I eat. Well, good morning. Today's the final day of my trip to visit the 3 highest pubs in Britain. I'm staying in Holmfirth. I'm just sat in my hotel room this morning, and I was going to head east here across to Rotherham to go to Revs and Relics, but it being Sunday on Bank Holiday weekend, they're closed. And then I was going to swing over to York to A1 Triumph Motorcycles. Again, they're closed. And then I was going to ride up through Pickering and across the North Yorkshire Moors. So I've changed my mind. Last minute change of plan. I'm going to head up straight through the Yorkshire Dales, up through Kettlewell, probably stop over back round Horse again, where I visited on the way down, and then over the Durham Moors and back up to Newcastle. So It's a cracking day out there. It's going to be a great ride. So get all my stuff together and head out. I've been riding up through the southern end of the Yorkshire Dales. I've just ridden through Huddersfield and then up through Halifax, and I'm heading just about to drop down into Keighley here. So this part of the world is Bronte country, the Bronte sisters, if you're familiar with their work, and yeah, you know, Wuthering Heights and the likes. So that's Keighley just ahead of me. I've actually sort of, again, I'm taking a back road rather than the main road into Keighley. Just come across the moors, little back road. Right, so I've just been through Skipton. I actually stopped in Skipton. There's a bypass round Skipton these days, which I usually take. So I thought I'd actually go into Skipton itself and stop there, but to be honest, I forgot to record it. I forgot to put my camera on, so I got no footage of that. But I'm now heading north out of Skipton, and I'm heading up towards a little place called Grassington, which, yeah, another lovely Yorkshire Dales town. I didn't stop in Grassington because I'm heading up now towards Kettlewell, but just coming into a little place called Kilnsea. This little village is called Kilnsea, and as you see as I come in here, as we just come past the pub, ahead of me there's a big hill, and it finishes with a crag just by the road, which is known as Kilnsea Crag. Used to come camping here a lot when I was younger, and the crag's just set back from the road you can see here, and yeah, my brother and I used to have competitions. We'd see if you could throw a stone from the road to hit the crag. We never managed it. You can see I don't know what that distance is, but you know, I don't know if I'd be able to do it now even, but as young lads we just couldn't make that distance. But quite popular for rock climbing is that Kilnsea Crag. Lovely. Brings back some happy childhood memories, does that? So I just had a quick stop at some refreshments in Kettlewell. So I'm off again and heading up now towards Aysgarth. From Aysgarth I'm going to ride along Wensleydale, ride through Wensleydale, and then I think I'll pick up the Settle to Carlisle railway route and follow that up to Kirby Stephen, because that's a lovely road, and it's a different route to the way I came down. I've just stopped for another little breather and to enjoy watching these young lambs playing in this field for a minute. Aren't they gorgeous? This will probably be my last fuel stop of the trip. I think this'll be enough fuel to get me home. So, very much on the last leg here. I'm retracing my steps now. I'm heading up towards Middleton in Teesdale, and then from there, fairly straightforward trip home. Well, I'm heading home now. I'm just come through Brough and heading up to Middleton in Teesdale. Maybe stop there, have some fish and chips for my lunch, and then pootle over the Durham Moors and back up into Northumberland. So it's been quite some ride. I've enjoyed it. Well, I think I'm going to sign off now because I'm just crossing the Durham Moors here on my way back up to Newcastle. I really do hope that you've enjoyed following my adventures in these videos. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed riding this trip, and maybe it's inspired you to do something similar and go and visit these three highest pubs in Britain yourself. So many thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.